All right, everybody, we're back with part 2 of our 2-5 cash game live stream. We covered the first 50 hands last week, and this week we have a new guest commentator, Pat.
What's up, guys?
Pat. Pat is actually in the game. He is in, well, he's just there on the left side of your screen. He's in the Green Bay hat, which he's wearing today, which I always give you shit about.
Well, it was easy as a kid. I had Rex Grossman or Brett Favre. So
Rex Grossman is the only quarterback that's ever gotten the Bears into a Super Bowl.
Well, it was the easy choice.
Yeah, I love the Bears, but they're a heartbreaker. All right, I'm going to turn up the sound on here a little bit, which we actually need to do. Let's see, it's actually... Hang out for 1 second, guys. All right, well, I think we're back now. It only took us about 3 or 4 minutes to figure out that I had it on mute.
Yeah, I think that's the only problem. But
So, Pat, your original title was VP of Marketing. You gave us all of our Instagram and Facebook ideas. Now, apparently, you're also our video producer. You're a producer.
Production.
That's a production credit right there. All right, we should probably commentate on some of these hands. It looks like an ace-deuce and an ace-3. Tom's got a flush draw. John, this is honestly John's first hand he's played. I kid you not. First hand.
You know, everyone always rags on me for being a nit, which, you know, I'm here to defend my honor today and, you know, kind of go over with some hands, but he was definitely in the mix.
He was not jumping around at all. Nash flopped, bottom pair to, a straight draw?
Yeah, open under.
Michael is still splashing around with his 7 deuces face.
Michael...
He's trying to win a hand with 7 deuce no matter how much it costs him.
Yeah.
This is a $250 pot, he's still in. He has no outs? What outs does he have?
10.
I guess a 10 for a sucker in the straight. Jack Pair's board doesn't really help anybody, just scares the 2 draws, right?
Yeah, it's a bad card for Michael's bet, but... You know,
he bet it out anyway.
He ripped it in there.
He's aggressive. Tom's probably not going away with the flush draw. I know you don't call with a paired board flush draw. I normally don't do it either. I hate drawing to a hand that, even if I hit, I don't know if I'm good. Like there, he hits the 3 of clubs. He has no idea if he's good. Guy could easily have Jack 9, could easily have 8s, could easily have 9s.
Against Michael, you just got to call.
I guess. And now Michael's just stone cold bluffing. What did he just rip in? 200?
Interesting if he's going to raise or just call.
Actually, I think this is the last hand that we had from the last one. So this is kind of neat. We're getting 2 different views on the same hand, which I'm kind of into right now. You and I are both saying no way we would have in Tom's position call.
Against this guy, when you get there, you might have to raise.
So I mean, table image really.
I mean, Michael's played everything. I don't think he folded one hand.
We watched the first 50. I know he didn't fold many.
All right, so he did raise. He raised the 60.
Yeah, Tom raises with the nut flush draw. I think this is the last episode we joked, like if it was Pat who bet that, I would have folded the flush draw. Right. But being Michael, totally different table image, and he's going to get way more calls or way more raises into it.
Also, Michael's been calling really light.
Yeah.
So, if he hits the flush, he might get paid off more.
Right. Well, here's hand 51. This is a new hand, folks.
Also, Tom bought in for 2.5K, is that correct?
He did. Yeah, he asked for an exception to overbuy, and nobody argued. Everybody was cool with it.
He's a good player. He was just on his phone.
I think he's an Omaha player.
Yeah.
Like he's predominantly a PLO player,
I've
and those
seen him
guys.
at the Horseshoe playing Omaha.
Yeah. What do you normally play when you play at the Horseshoe?
2.5.
2.5. And when you buy it for 2.5, I know the Horseshoe's a little funny. It's 2 to 500, but
yeah, I just buy him 500.
It's max because it's only
this game I saw a guy with 2,500 sitting to my left, so I figured we'll buy him for 500, see how it goes.
Which in this game is like a medium buy.
Yeah,
right
so if I need to buy in for more.
But everybody really bought in for about the same. And we talked about this in the last stream, last commentary, last episode. Can I say episode? This is a web series.
Yeah, I guess so.
I like it. What do we got going here? Tom again, Queen Jack suited, which I love. Nash outflops the crap out of him with 2 7s. Only $80 in the pot though.
Nash was playing.
Nash is in the 6th seat.
Yeah,
so he's in the Adidas stripes there.
Yeah, my read on him, he was playing pretty normal, pretty tight. I know he did lose a hand and kind of went bonkers for like maybe a hand or two. I don't know what he had, but he definitely raised a couple hands after that. So.
Nice.
I just know he's been playing pretty tight.
Tight aggressive or just kind of
tight aggressive? No, he was raising.
Raising when he had hands.
No one in here was the only one in here that was limping a lot was Michael.
Michael.
Yeah, but I mean he was also just raising a lot too.
Yeah.
I mean he was like I said, he played everything.
I know Brian runs it up, but I'm waiting to see what hands he does it with.
Yeah, me too. I know he did run it up. So.
John's out. Ace-5, we playing that one?
No, we're out of there.
No, we're out of that one.
I mean, Michael's in the big blind, so I know he's defending.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, you gotta know where you're at. Yeah.
And against a player like that, I'd rather have him.
You could probably take
Michael's 7-5 suited. Obviously gonna juice it up a little bit. Oh no, Ben raised. Yeah. Michael calls.
It's right off 57.
10-8-4. Michael really misses. And flops top pair. For normal people would be fine, but Michael, you never really know what's going to come out of it.
I mean, he's got a gutter ball, so.
Turns an 8.
Check on the flop.
Michael bets out his 7 high.
I like it. I mean,
the guy bets pre-flop and then checks the flop. Like,
oh, but he calls.
Yeah.
I mean, he did check behind the 10. It's not in the trap. It looks like.
But sometimes if I win, I pay.
Yeah, Michael just heads up.
Go check back here.
Ooh, Ben's thinking about putting that up there. He's not sure his 10 is good. Although you got to think your 10's good now, right? I mean, like, if you had an 8, you would have bet the turn.
And he does. Oh, he gets raised. Check raised.
So
this is why I don't like
So
betting.
Michael check raised him here.
This is why I don't like betting with this hand, because if you get check raised, you're going to fold.
Let's see if Michael can lay it down. Or, I'm sorry, if Ben can put it down. I don't know. What can he put Michael on? An 8? Not an ace.
The flush got there.
Oh, I guess the flush got there.
And an ace. And an 8. I don't know.
What are you talking about there, Pat?
I mean,
do you find that when people look at their hand again that they're more likely to fold? Like,
oh yeah.
Ben's looking at his hand.
Oh,
he looked and called.
Batteries.
So batteries.
He got, you know.
I mean, he's good. 10 high. Michael bluffed again. Showing the bluffs. Do you like to show bluffs? Do you bluff ever?
We'll have bluff.
We'll have to see
this. We'll have to see.
Do you bluff it in one of these here?
I do.
Nice.
Play some hands in here. You know, that are going to be surprising to you, possibly.
You requested this session.
I don't know what hands. I've never seen this.
Right.
So I do know I get in the mix. I do change seats and get stacked eventually. So.
Oh, you do.
I don't think that's in this.
I never used stacked right. That means you lost all your chips.
Yeah.
You just got stacked.
Yeah, I got
so if you get stacked,
my whole stack
you gave your stack to somebody else. All right. I always confused get stacked. John's on the gun, calls with a little suited connector.
That seems like his.
Yeah, I mean, that's his realm.
That's his game. Right
yeah,
there.
he loves those cards. I don't think if John got a choice between aces and 9-10 of hearts,
he would take.
I think he'd take the 9-10 of hearts. Little ace-8 for Nash. Cut off. Ryan played pretty good too in the blue hoodie there.
Yeah, he played pretty tight. The only hand I remember from him,
there was that one weird hand with I don't know.
The bomb pot.
Oh yeah, he called off when
you just have top pair against Michael.
Seemed kind of, but it's Michael, so
it's Michael, but it is a bomb pot.
Yeah, and that was the one where Brian Beverly had aces, and you could just see him in the background, like weeping silently to himself, like, oh yeah.
So my read on bomb pots is I hate them. I like double board bomb pots. I just never know what to do. You gotta be, because 9 random hands, you never.
And the problem is,
kind of like
there's no pre-flop information, so you're just. I mean, it does what it's supposed to do, right? It creates a ton of action. It's just, it gets wild.
Right. I mean, if I don't have 2 pairs, it's really hard to just stop it.
Oh, Pat fours?
I think I'm in the
We
mix
gotta
here.
see a 4, right? Just call?
No, I'm never just calling.
Did you just say you never call? Oh, okay, good. I thought for sure you just limped in there and then you just said, I would never do that, but you didn't do that. Run into Ryan, who's
Nash
pretty.
10-3.
Yeah, I mean, Nash likes to splash around. He's like a Michael Jr., but like twice as big. And then Ryan with the HX suited, I really like. I can't imagine no re-raise, right? Like
he's in the cutoff too. Maybe because I'm under the gun.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point. Your range is a little tighter. And
yeah, it's a bad flop for me. Great hand.
5, 9, 10. Super sweet hand for Nash.
And
flush draw, top pair.
Michael's going nowhere with the middle pair here.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it last week with Michael. It's like he's You get paid on some big hands and you lose some big hands doing that.
Yeah, I think.
Or you win a lot of little ones.
I don't mind his aggressive play at all.
Some type of religious.
I just feel like he calls off a little too light sometimes.
Yeah. Nash bets out 55, it looks like.
Like here, he's
Michael's
just
calling with the middle pair. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't like it either. He was really just drawn to a jack or a 9 there. He's not going to get Nash to come off of it. Nash bet it the whole way.
And he's probably, my guess is he's going to call here.
Really?
He shouldn't, but I don't know. He's been calling light. He's got a lot of chips.
See where he's at.
What is it? 100.
Oh, I was saying earlier, Michael tends to show a lot of bluffs. What's your take on that? Being that, like, if you're setting it up for something,
I mean, everyone knows he's bluffing anyway.
so it doesn't matter if he shows.
I feel like, I mean, it's interesting to see some of the hands he ends up with.
Like the 7 deuce bluff. It's
Yeah,
just like,
I mean, yeah, that one you gotta show. You got 7 deuce. But I generally.
do you ever bluff, win the hand, and then like ha 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 show the hand?
It depends on the player. Like if it's Beverly.
I do have to apologize for everyone. They're doing some construction here in the office, so you may or may not hear this drill going every once in a while. We'll try to cut it out post-edit, but truth be told, I don't really know how to do that. So unless Pat can figure it out here,
We'll see.
We'll see.
It's gonna be tough.
But it'll be fine. It's just, hey, this is
Not
like
that loud.
this is stuff you don't get at live in the bike. You never have to worry about construction. I think that's
here
a
with
vacuum
8.
actually. Ben's got 8.
And he just limps.
Yeah.
Don't like that.
You like? Oh, I learned a new term last week. It was called set lining.
Yep.
I didn't know what that was.
So
I mean, I do it.
just calling to try his
Set, right? That's awesome. It's such a great
set,
name.
No bet.
No set, no bet. Well, Ben whipped. Everybody kind of whipped her on a pretty big flop.
Michael.
Ooh.
That's a bad card for everyone.
Yeah, I think this gets checked down pretty far. Plus, there's only 25 bucks in the pot.
Yeah.
I know, obviously.
Michael's getting in the mix.
I love this kid's play.
Yeah, I mean,
He's just
like
aggressive.
I said, I've seen him around a few times, but this was the only time I've played with him. So.
What Brandon was saying last week, the problem with being the aggressive guy who bets a lot is that you win a lot of small pots,
Yeah.
and then you lose a big one.
pot.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard. Although, that table image, the only reason he got called off on that bomb pot where he flopped top and bottom pair
Yeah.
was the fact that nobody puts him on, they put him on nothing, right?
Exactly.
That's kind of good. All right, Ben's looking at a little A7. That's a spade in the club, right?
Correct.
My eyes aren't as good as
Same with that.
10-6, they'll go Jack 4, Ryan. You ain't playing that. 10-6, full, Michael? One time? No limp.
No way he's going.
Pat, do C4?
Oh, we're in there.
Yeah, I mean, you limp it in on a small blind, right?
We're suited.
I like it. The problem with the 4 high flush draw is you know anybody else who flushes. You can't get any better. You're just squeaking in a flush there.
I don't even get to see a flop here, I don't think. Tom raised it up. Is Michael going to call a 10-6? Why not?
So this is the idea of calling a little light.
Yeah, I mean, these hands you just got to fold. You either got to raise a free flop.
Right, or yeah.
Now he's
Now
in trouble.
My brother used to say, he's like, you play crappy cards, you catch a crappy part of the flop, and you just end up kind of getting dragged along, thinking you're now he's like, oh, I flopped top pair.
Yeah.
It is 3 spades
And I like
out there though.
Tom's check is nice though, because he doesn't have a spade. You know Michael's gonna fire
Right.
everything. Keeps all the bluffs in. Well, that's a bad
Spade's a
card.
bad turn for both of them. We might get check here. Yeah, check.
But Michael does get 2 pair. Michael's gonna lock it
6.
off.
I mean, the second pair doesn't really. I guess it does matter because Tom was winning.
He was.
It's a cruel river. I think if Tom bets there, he might be able to get Michael off of it.
No.
In all honesty, though, the only time Michael was able to fold
Was to Tom.
Tom.
Yeah, I think he's a little intimidated by Tom.
I mean, Tom's got a huge stack. He seems to play well. I mean, he's not afraid to get in there.
He's playing poker on his phone at the same time.
That's like going to a strip club and like looking at nudie pictures on your phone. Like, it's too much. Do one or the other. Like,
Yeah. I
play
mean,
something
that's why I
else.
think
Play Candy Crush or whatever.
Tom was.
Or Pineapple. You can play Pineapple on your phone.
I mean, Tom was playing Chinese poker.
Okay, well,
He was
yeah.
playing $10 a point or something like that.
Jesus.
He was in the mix for sure.
We're gonna do the Chinese poker summer series again in the CSOP. We're gonna switch it up. Pat is in charge of the Chinese poker. He loves open face, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna do that again, folks.
All right, John's in here.
John, finally first hand.
but he's actually dominated by Michael.
Dominated. Just called. Tom's in with the 7-6. I really like.
And
Not a lot of action on the flop.
I left the theater.
Queen might be death for John.
Gonna go back call
after like he
fold.
throws the ring in.
My
There's like 2 more hours of movie.
prediction here.
Michael bets.
It's embarrassingly bad.
John calls. And Tom.
I read the books. I'm a fan
Oh,
of
Tom was suited.
the story,
Yeah.
but
Did you like Avatar?
3 of
And
hearts.
it should go check here.
And they chop it.
Chop.
Yeah, board pair. 3
Queen,
ace and
three.
queens. The jack, the king, the jack don't play. Or the king doesn't play.
And this is another thing about John. You know, he runs pretty well.
He does. He's dominated there.
Here's
and
the-
then they're chopping Tom's money.
there we go.
That's awesome. Tom's still our huge chip leader, if you can call it a chip leader at a table. Michael and Nash have a good chunk of money.
I'm down at the
Brian's got 900. That's
Yeah, I'm
pretty
pretty
gross.
sure he bought in for like 300.
300. Yeah,
So-
yeah. And what'd you buy? For 5? You're down
Yeah,
a
I'm
little
down
bit.
like $60. I've only been here like an hour and a half. You know,
And you played how many hands?
like 5.
One of them was a deuce 4.
I think I've won one hand and with King 5 or something like that.
You did fold those kings.
Well, I didn't even know who Ryan was. That was like my third hand.
Yeah, it was early.
I
Michael calls with 6-4. John's got ace king, raises to 30.
I
love
the
that.
ace 10.
I
70,000.
mean, when you're facing a raise, right? Ace 10 does not look nearly as good as when
And John's
everyone's
been
seeing it.
not
He's been playing tight.
many hands, so.
Michael flops nothing. John's still looking at just an ace king. We talked about this last week. Does anybody say big slick anymore?
No, I mean, I don't.
Because how old are you, Pat?
23.
23. So nobody in the 23-year-old range.
don't have the same-
No millennials are going.
No,
I
but
got
so,
big slick.
you know, Mike said he has a double belly buster to me the other day,
Uh-huh.
and I asked him if he was 80. I haven't heard that.
In a long time.
Yeah, I mean,
That's good. That's great, actually. That's super funny. All right, let's see, folks. We are only 17 minutes in, and
What's the word
Brandon
fetishize?
is.
What a weird word. I've never.
No, now he's
Fetishize.
texting me. There's literally working cards somehow, some way it doesn't. Ducking start. Pretty sure that was a spell correct.
yeah.
That's a funny
Oh
one.
man, he's gonna be here 12:30, folks. We got an hour, so he's gonna miss like basically the whole thing, right? I think so. We're gonna tell him to skip it. This week it's just gonna be the Pat and Ken show.
Yeah. Maybe, you know, I just wanted, he always analyzes my play, so, you know.
You can give it back to him a little bit. The only problem is I find. Oh, here you go,
There you go.
Pat. Ace Jack raised with the.
Looks like there's a straddle to make it 35.
All right, $10 straddle, little three
You
and a
know,
half.
Michael's in there, obviously.
Obviously, King
just flop,
5.
Just flop two pair.
Flops the shit out of you. It's not even close.
It's fetish.
I put a bet in there,
See where you are.
35.
Make
He's gonna
something
call?
the object of a sexual
Do
fetish.
you think he knows that you're a tighter player? That's why
I
he's
have no
asking?
idea what this.
That's
this
the
guy's
first
doing.
And he checked 2 pair to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Have an
check it back.
excessive or
No reason to bet it again.
Two or obsession.
You're not calling any bet here, right?
No, I mean, there's a lot of hands that are just beat me here. Although I do have ace high, but
60.
not too many draws that miss.
$60 into 200.
He's begging for
What kind of odds you getting there?
It's like a half pot bet,
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely glorify
16 to 140. So now 16 to 200.
This is what Brandon's good at. This math. He's super fast. Or he just makes it up and sounds confident.
I mean, he bet a little less than half pot, and then
Yeah.
looks like he's begging for a call. And
Yeah.
I think all those movies do. Always in the end, it's all fucked up.
Yeah.
You know?
It's better than having queen nine.
Better than having queen nine.
Yeah.
Now we're down to 366. We're down $134.
Does your range open up any, depending on kind of what your stack size is?
I mean, yeah, I should.
No.
If I
Are
have
you
more,
tighter now that you're down a little
yeah,
bit?
I mean, I should either add on, which I don't remember if I do right away, or I should be trying to make some moves on the flop for sure. Trying to, you know, kind of leverage my small stack size.
It's hard to do with 8-3 of diamonds.
Yeah.
Tom's out. Just missed. These guys weren't super great about reading their cards all the time, which is kind of aggravating. Michael's 6'3".
He's raising.
Yeah, I mean, it's just him and Brian left in the pot. Brian calls, King 5 calls, which I like.
Yeah.
Brian literally had Michael's number, though, the whole
Well, I mean, he's sitting to his left.
I think that was...
Brian's fearless. He's in for $300, so he's free rolling most of his money. So
His range is getting bigger.
he's just trying to take
look
down
at me
Michael.
sounding like an actual poker commentator.
You mostly play PLO, correct?
If I play, I like the multiple card games better. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Not that I'm not a fan anymore. It's just
Once you
I have severe poker ADD in general.
Yeah.
And if you only give me 2
Slow.
cards, like at least with Omaha, there's some more stuff going on, and there's a lot more math, and
I think Sopranos is the best
way more draws.
version
It's just a
of-
different kind of game.
I mean, it's not a movie, but
If I fold this, I'll be mad at myself. But
You're reaching
we're in
for
the-
chips. You're reaching
we're
for
in the-
chips. I love how you get to critique yourself.
Yeah, I mean,
Did you not
I don't
really
remember.
sure?
I
Yeah,
don't
how are you
remember-
gonna remember like every single
I
hand?
remember like maybe 3 or 4 hands from this.
Yeah.
The ending?
I'm surprised
No,
Nash
it's
didn't raise there with the
Oh, yeah,
little.
it was a good
ending didn't
That
bother me.
seems like a Nash hand that he
It's
would want to
better to
raise.
raise those hands than
Right?
Yeah.
Kind of be the aggressor.
Yeah.
I like it.
And I'm in a pretty.
You're in a
cruddy spot.
dominant position here.
Yeah,
Let's see
I'm
if
in a
you
pretty
get
cruddy
out
spot if he raises
All right,
me,
that's
but
like your
now-
dream flop, right? Knowing now that we know what the cards are.
Yeah.
Top pair, but 3 diamonds again.
I know
The Thursday?
3 diamonds isn't good.
Yeah.
Michael leads out. I'm not going anywhere. He could have any 2.
Now, when a player leads out when there's 3 diamonds on a board of 3 to a flush, does that? I mean,
It screams
What do you
top
think?
pair to me. It doesn't scream flush.
doesn't
that's for
scream
sure.
flush, right?
No.
So if you flop a flush, you're checking it, raising it up flop, or see a
Maybe
turn.
check raise. We're
Yeah.
seeing a turn, depending on the flush size. But.
Bet 55.
Now he checks to me and I bet because I feel like when he checks the turn I'm ahead.
Right. 7 comes out, so you win. The
Yeah.
only way you lose here is if you go.
Yeah, and I go check.
No reason to get into bet there, right?
No, I mean he probably would have called, but if he check raises me, I'm just in a really
Bad spot.
Happy to take.
Or
down
to the
top.
point where you're just planning on, and it's not like you want to put in the last 350 there.
Yeah.
All right, well, Pat finally won a hand. You're back to
Yeah.
only down $9.
There we go.
Nice.
This is good.
Nice.
Like there's a whole bunch
That's
of
good.
King
You know what John bought it for? Did he buy it?
John bought it for 500. I'm pretty
Okay, so
sure.
he won a little pot or something?
Yeah.
Because he's got like over 600. But. All right, under the gun, Queen Deuce. We're not-
Israeli Ron, he's the
Definitely
ride with the bike regular.
Who is?
That's his hand. Israeli Ron.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, we have a guy who plays the CCG
No,
as
no.
a regular live at the bike?
No, no.
I don't think that's correct.
His
Pat.
name's Israeli Ron, and
Right.
his favorite hand is Queen Deuce. He has it tattooed on him. So.
Really?
He plays it like aces.
Would you ever get a poker tattoo like Big Slick or double belly
I
buster?
don't.
Any of those?
I don't know what it would be. I don't know if it would be a hand or chips or what it would be. But possibly.
All right, so Michael flops middle pair and Nash flops top pair. Ace Queen
Yeah.
versus Jack 10. This could get ugly.
Is Fredo in that?
Niner.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean Michael just. I feel like never.
I have a high tolerance for
folding here with a pair. It just doesn't fold.
No. With Nash betting into him too. Like, that's just the thing that gets me.
I've never seen it, but it gets on like all the lists of like customers.
Now here he might.
It's epic.
Might fold. I doubt it.
It's really good, I think.
See how much the pots are, the bet size is here. I mean,
105.
Nash keeps it small, $105.
Thought it was bad.
Less than half the pot.
105 and 200 something. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was
He's
like
begging
240
for a
in there,
call.
235.
And yeah, Michael looks like he's grabbing
He
chips
kinda-
and calls.
Right, like
more
it's
of
like
a
they feel like
theatrical
what we
style.
talked about. He won a lot of little pots when he played super
He
aggressive.
folded. Good fold.
Nice!
Slow movie that.
Or you win,
I couldn't
you lose
get
the
Yeah, I just feel like he calls a little too much.
I don't get it. I don't understand.
He made a good fold there.
He is up. I mean,
Yeah, what did he
bought it
buy?
for 300,
Really?
350, or he brought over 3 because I mean,
Yeah.
this was a 1-3 game that turned into a 2-5 game. So a lot of those guys
Yeah.
just kept their stacks and didn't really add on, except for Tom, who just decided to buy a bazooka
Yeah,
or a tank.
and I expected him to be kind of playing like Michael's playing.
Right,
but
and he
played-
did. He
no,
really
he
did.
played pretty
He
tight.
He played good. No, in all fairness, I think the first hour and a half he got a massage the whole time.
Yeah, and like I said, he was playing on his phone. So.
Ooh, so a little, couple of ace, baby ace. Oh wow,
Yeah, Michael
3
can
aces,
raise here.
3 suits, all suited. Michael with the best hand clearly. I'm surprised he's only a 50% favorite. I mean, clearly the math's not wrong on the software.
No.
But 9, 7, 10 flop. 2 spades, so everybody whiffs on their flush
They
draws.
both have gutter balls.
Yep.
Oh,
You need the other one's card.
actually, Nash has an open ender.
7, 8, 9, 10. Hey, you're right.
Yeah.
6 or a jack. But
Ryan
the
needs
jack
an
would be
ace.
killer because it would give Michael Broadway. So yeah, now
the
they're really
jack
just down to
comes.
a gut shot each. Nash is down. Ryan seems to be. He gets good cards and he's just a second fast. Like he's right into.
And he's got Michael on his left, which is just
the worst.
probably
spot
not
to be in.
fun to be.
That was the hand I was talking about. It was early in the first set, the first commentary show, or whatever. And it was Ace King. Ryan had Ace Queen, and Michael had like a 10 high flush, like ace, you know what I mean? And the Ace King went all in. He like tanked for a long time to think of call, and I was just like, no way you're good against 2 players.
Yeah.
I just felt like it was a really long time to think about it. I was like, I just felt like he could have folded a lot earlier. But again, I do get to see the cards.
This is
so
true.
It's a little.
Yeah, this is
easier.
interesting seeing the
People play.
hands. Yeah.
Yeah, you.
I'm interested in Beverly's play because he did run it up here.
He did.
I
King
just-
10 suited. I love.
Yeah.
Turns out he's got the best hand by far. We just what our screensaver just popped on. There we go. Yeah, I mean.
I like Nash with the Jack 4 for Stacia.
Yeah, oh yeah, Stacia. That's just what it's called from now on.
And everyone.
Everybody checks. Did Brian bet pre-flop or did
Yeah,
he?
Brian did raise.
He raised pre-flop. Crappy run out. Nobody really hit anything, right? They're chopping with the king high.
They're chopping.
If they get to it, but it's Michael and Brian. So we'll see what happens. Both up $19.
There you go. It looks like
Oh, that was a ship it from you.
that was me.
Chop it.
There was a
up.
bet on the river and one of them called.
Yep. That
Oh,
is
king high.
interesting. That is interesting. I'm assuming Michael bet Brian called.
Yeah, I mean,
We should probably pay attention to this if
Yeah.
we're going to do commentary.
it went so quick.
This is why Brandon is so good at it, you know? Is he like pays attention to the bets.
He's like mid-race hero. He's like
Have you know? You play a lot with John, right?
Yeah.
And he's in the 2 seat there in the Cubs jersey. You can see him there on the left, and Pat's in the Green Bay hat again. We'll go back over that.
You know,
And John is a talker, though, right?
he loves to talk, and
Do you find it distracting at the table?
I don't know.
sometimes? I just mean you personally, not him. I just meant like when players are very open and they
it
talk a lot.
depends.
And
It usually livens up the game.
it is because there's nothing worse than just a boring ass.
I hate
Nobody's
sitting
talking.
at the table and everyone's got headphones in, no one's saying anything.
You
Everyone
norm-
seems mad. I never
I
heard
hate that.
that.
I don't either. I always bring headphones, and
Yeah.
I always bring like a battery to back up.
I agree.
Like when I play a tournament, I played like MSPT up at Potawatomi. Brandon and I went up there like
Yeah.
1100, and I brought like all of this stuff. I brought snacks, and I played from 4 o'clock until like 2:30 in the morning. That whole day one, we played like the whole day. I never once ate any of my snacks. I never once
Yeah.
busted out my thing. I was just like, why do I bring this stuff?
Oh, here's an interesting
Yeah,
one.
Michael's got 8-10. I love it. Brian's big slick in, you know,
Ace King.
Ace King.
Although Beverly sounds like an old man's name, so,
So he should.
so
He
should
probably
be saying
says Ace King.
this is correct.
5-3 with Nash. Oh, I thought he was gonna get in there with a little 5-3. It looks like Michael only raised to $10. Just a little.
Min
Little
raise, which
juicer.
I don't
Min
like.
raise.
I don't like that.
Min raises set me on massive tilt. Queen deuce deuce. So Michael bet. Oh, and then Brian 3-bet him, and Michael called, and then Michael bets
He's
into him.
out, yeah. No way.
I will say this, is that Michael had a tendency to he'd bet, he'd get raised, he'd call the flop, he'd be first to act, and he'd fire right back into him. I feel
Yeah,
like,
he's fearless.
I don't know if it's fearless, or maybe I'm giving him too much credit, but I feel like he's keeping the pot size smaller, because I feel like if he checks, Brian is going to fire at him.
Yeah.
Or if he just puts in a little $20 or $25 bet, it's like he might just get a call.
And you might see a free.
And if you get a race, then you know
Yeah.
it's easier to get rid of it. I feel like it's kind of a cool bet there. Looks like our screen froze on the actual footage. But we'll see what happens. Still got sound.
Any what's our upcoming events this week?
Oh, it is the mini CSOP main event tournament. which is pretty cool. I like. Yeah, I think this is just something that pops in. Hang on, folks. We got one more technical difficulty. All right, we're back from that small technical difficulty.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
You're back.
I'm here.
That's 7.
Nice. Well, we were just saying we're half an hour in, and Pat, you've played how many hands in this session? So far?
Maybe 2 or 3.
Maybe
Yeah.
2. But one of them was the small blind that you just limped in on.
And then got raised.
And then got raised.
You know, punish the limpers.
Punish the limpers. That should be on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Punish the limpers.
Michael with the 3 deuce.
Gets in there.
No doubt.
Beverly folds so fast,
Oh,
and
here's
John
the
folds so
hand.
fast. King
Up in
Queen.
there.
Raise to 30.
Made it 30.
I like it. You sensed some weakness out there,
Well,
huh?
I mean, he's raising. He's playing every single hand, so I mean, the good ones he's probably raising.
I mean, you literally just said 5 seconds ago, punish the limpers.
Yeah, and we're
that's
now
what
we
you're doing.
now we go 3 ways to it.
Which is slightly surprising. Nash and Michael seem to be the same type of player. Nash flops a flush draw.
Michael flops a pair. You know, he's got that.
You started the hand with the best hand, and now you're in third.
Yeah, we
and
just
out.
fold. We fold.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Nash is going nowhere. He might even raise. No, we just call.
Michael bet it out.
That's like, I don't
Yeah, Nash checked. Michael bet. Looks like 60.
Michael picked up a straight draw
Shooter McGavin?
with his bottom pair.
Nice.
Although he is in the lead.
Right.
And
Who's the
still
bad
in
guy?
the lead.
Deuce is good. Now just gonna check down.
Check, and you can
Picked up a nice little pot. for
$300
nothing.
pot with deuce 3.
It's awesome. Tom's won a little bit.
Yeah.
And he's in for over 3K now.
Yep.
Michael's still the biggest winner. Brian or Beverly is going to be definitely tough. So there is a story, a rumor that you and Brian are actually brothers.
Yeah, I mean, we are brothers.
Nice.
We're Irish twins.
Irish twins. I love it.
I'm not Irish, he is though.
Yes, he is. I think you have to be if you're from Beverly, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny. I'll either be at the charity games or wherever, and someone will be like, "Hey, I saw your brother play the other day."
What's your favorite?
Just cut it off.
Just got it off.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Changes a lot.
All right, hopping right back in here. It looks like Ben's got a baby pair.
I literally just watched
Cut off. Which I like calling 10. Set mine in again.
There we go. I mean, with deuces, that's pretty much all you're doing.
Yeah, and then you don't always feel great when you flop a set. 5, 9, 10 flop. John's got top pair.
I just love the soundtrack.
It's like that's about it. Some heart draws out there? No, John's got diamonds.
Michael's got a pair. Bottom pair. Backdoor straight draw.
I do like that.
He's in there.
$30 bet. John bet it out. Top pair.
And there you go. It just turns 2 pairs.
Yep. That's how you win big pots.
Kayla loves 55. We're the Millers. What? He's and we're the Millers.
So let's see what he does. He's
No,
gonna
not
bet
he,
into
not he.
John.
I like
Nope, John bet.
Oh,
He just
John bet
called.
again.
River comes to 7. Bad card for John.
Flush comes, straight comes. Now you only need
I
a
mean, bad
6.
card for both of them.
No, I like Heat a lot. Yeah.
John's
And
smart enough to not
it
bet
goes
it.
check, and
Yeah.
Michael takes it down.
Although I think, it's Michael. He probably would have folded.
You know, probably not.
Flush out there, straight out there. 2, 5, 10. Are you guys straddling at this point, or?
I would say half the table, maybe a little less.
Who's doing
Brian's Beverly, my brother, Irish twin. You know, he's
He's getting the.
yeah, John's not straddling, I'm not
Yep.
straddling. I think Tom straddled sometimes, and then Nash got in there.
So when you play a game there's a lot of straddles going on, do you try to stick with one way over the other? Like, do you always straddle? Do you never straddle? Do you just kind of
I
do it when you
rarely
feel like it?
straddle to begin with.
Yeah.
If the whole table straddles,
Heyo!
Brian.
Brian's got aces. Your brother.
There we go.
Brother aces.
30.
In no way Jack 7's folding.
Nope. Nash snap calls with 6 deuce. I like the 6 deuce.
Both of them just get in there like it's nothing.
Don't get out flopped. All right.
4-4.
Is 4-4 ace a scary flop for aces? Considering you've got Michael and Nash are
Yeah, I
in the
mean,
pot,
I'm still gonna bet.
see where you're at.
And he bets small, which I like.
$30.
He bets 30 into 90. And Michael's gonna call.
I don't like that call. Turn is a something. 3 of hearts. And Michael bets into him. Oh no. Check, bet, call.
Yeah, I wonder what Michael's plan is here. Just fire the river?
He can't. I mean,
he's calling with Jack high for what?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm very confused right now. Was he hoping a heart popped off?
Is he
and
gonna
then
go
fires
check
the heart?
right? Is he gonna get checked right?
I don't know. See what happens. Yeah, I don't know what the plan was there.
I mean, if he's calling the turn, he should just be bombing the river.
Right?
Yeah.
There's no other
He's
reason
got
to
Jack
do
high.
it.
The movie, I've seen.
Yeah, I'm really confused at Michael's thought process there.
I mean, I guess it's maybe a bad river to go up, but not really.
Yeah.
If you're calling with Jack high, you just got. There's no way to check the river. What are you hoping for?
Right. Why call? Yeah. I don't know.
Jack high, no draw. You know.
I don't know. Super confused.
Not that it would have worked. Brian would have obviously.
Oh, you guys are talking about Step Brothers or something
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
That's good.
Ace
10.
I'm
Under the
in it.
gun?
We're gonna throw that away.
Under the gun, no like, huh?
I mean, in a lot of games I will play that, but this game,
It's playing big,
Yeah.
a lot of raising pre-flop, nobody's really getting through with anything. I mean, here you go, clearly Tom makes it right after you with 6s, 15 to go, 3 bets it.
I mean,
Ryan calls with a little suited connector. I like it. He's mixing it up.
yeah.
5-6.
I like-
John with the 3-6.
I wouldn't
A lot
mind
of
a
sixes
raise
out
there either from Brian. Oh, Brian. Option.
Gin. Oh, nice. I like this. Flop gin. So he banks the camera. Yeah, that's good.
25.
Let's see what happens. Brian was first to act.
Yeah, he's
got to check it out, right?
Tom.
Hope one of the original guys, which he did.
Tom's the original raiser. He bets. What is King 7 do? Michael. Jesus.
Three
He's
players.
got a club, one club.
One club.
There you go. Now he's got 4 clubs.
No, he has a King of Spades.
Oh, nice. Nice. And
So
this
I'm
is a
wondering-
spade. So
yeah,
yeah,
I'm
no,
wondering-
definitely no
wonder
flush
what-
draw.
wonder what his plan
No
is.
idea.
It's gonna check to him, and he's probably gonna bet. I would be surprised if he checked here.
Yeah, check, check.
Oh,
check.
he checks. See, why is he calling?
Turn to deuce.
No.
Brian's still good. Now he's got to bet it out.
Brian's
now,
gonna
right?
bet. I mean, they check through on the turn. Can't have that
You
happen.
got to know your 5's good then, right? The deuce is literally a wet napkin of a
Yeah,
river.
it's probably gonna go full Tom. Yeah, Tom.
No, he's not calling.
I mean, is
I
Mike-
can't imagine Michael calls.
No.
There you go.
See, this is the problem with calling King High on the flop. You're not gonna take a stab.
You're not going to make a move.
I mean,
But you
once
can't
again,
bluff
it
every
wasn't-
pot. Like it's
Once
just
again, it wasn't gonna work, but I mean, Brian had a 5.
very confused. This is my water.
It is.
Cool. I don't want to share water. That'd be weird. People would talk. Hand number 70.
We're in there.
We're in there.
How many hands are played in an hour? Do you know?
I
On
mean,
average?
I would say 30 something.
Okay.
You know, I mean, I think at the horseshoe when you got professional dealers and kind of players that are willing to that play a lot,
Yeah.
right? I mean, you don't get a ton of rookies that are playing like 2-5 at the
Yeah.
horseshoe.
Yeah.
So I mean, everybody plays relatively quick. I would say 35 hands is the norm there.
I feel like
Is it a little less?
Illinois casinos don't let you use phones at the table.
Yeah,
So it kind of
somebody said
speeds it
that.
up a little bit.
And the IGB, the Illinois Gaming Board, said that no more. I don't understand that. But
No, you
whatever.
can't even have headphones. You can't.
Why?
No, you can't.
Crazy
Nothing.
town.
So it
Well,
does
here's-
speed the game up.
Here's Brian with an ace king, and Michael's the only one in the pot with him with a queen jack.
Both, Michael flops a gutter ball.
But again, Michael bets it out. Beverly 3 bets him. Michael calls.
It's every time.
He
that
checks the
happens,
flop.
yeah.
It does. It's kind of getting to the point where if I was Mike, I'd be pissed. Maybe he's getting pissed now, and he's counting chips up. Like he's gonna. Ooh.
I really bet one.
I hope he said something there because that was a little stringy. Right? Oh, he did. He just
No,
call.
he just called.
All right, it's a string call.
Oh, and he just nails the gutter ball. But Beverly with
Flush.
draw now. Flush or flush draw? Oh, he's got a flush.
He's got a flush. 3 spades out
Yeah.
there. 3 spades.
This
good.
is bad news for Michael.
He hits his dream card, but it's
And
a
they're
flush
playing.
card.
They're playing really deep right now.
Yeah, they are. They both got like around $1,000.
Yeah. And what is?
Brian bet him out. Looks like 200. It's a good bet, right? No, it's about half size, half pot bet.
Yeah, which is good. He wants to
Michael's
get paid.
gonna call, right?
Yeah.
What are you hoping for if you're Michael?
I mean, Beverly's gonna jam. I mean, he's got a straight. What are you gonna do? Brian's gonna jam here probably.
Yeah.
Or if Michael bets, I don't know.
Mike's got a check call if he's doing anything. You can't.
He checks and yeah, Brian's gonna shove it in here for sure.
All in.
And that's what he
All
does.
in. Can
Michael's
you call?
in a tough spot.
Can Michael call with this hand?
He's got a straight.
His track record against Brian is like 0 for 1,000.
Yeah,
He
I
has
mean-
never once beat Brian in
And
a
now he has
pot.
a straight. He only loses to a flush.
He calls.
And he calls.
He loses.
Massive pot.
Wow, that's our biggest pot of the day.
2.2K.
That's the biggest pot so far.
I like the way Beverly played it. And Michael kind of just got coolered here. He
did.
could find a fold, but
But
it's a tough
like
tough
that's the
spot.
thing. Like we literally talked about it at the beginning of the show. We said, do you play a straight when like a flush card hit? Like it's you know.
Yeah.
It's like when you got a flush in the board pairs. I don't play them.
Yeah.
You'd hate to hit your gin card and it's no good.
It looks like Michael is done for the day.
I don't know if he comes back. To be honest, I'm not sure. I remember, but I get it. That's a pretty rough go and kind of sad. Like Mike was super fun for the game.
I do remember, I don't think he comes back, and this is where the game starts to not go downhill, but it gets back to playing poker.
Normal,
you know?
yeah, we're-
Just a normal 2-5.
That's not fun.
Yeah. I mean, it's still a good game.
Yeah.
Let's see who comes in. I don't remember who comes in.
I think. I don't know.
Maybe
We'll
Joe.
find out.
Maybe
I think
Joe.
oh, it is Joe, but Joe doesn't end up sitting there. He moves spots.
I don't know. Now we're in a bomb pot.
Ooh, bomb pots. So unfortunately, with bomb pots, we're gonna see everybody's cards, but we're not really gonna see the board because
Is this a double board bomb pot? or
if it is, then we can't do it because the
Okay.
table will only read one board.
Let's see if it's a double or single. Oh, it looks like a double. Or no, it looks like
No,
a
single bomb pot. Okay, nice. We will get to see everything. So what do you got, Pat? You're at the top.
I got nothing.
10-7.
I got 10 high.
Jack 9, 8 CD, 8
No one
DC.
really has anything.
No.
Brian has a gutter ball.
Let's see what happens here. Right, yeah, it's hard to see with this many damn hands.
No one has anything.
No, everybody's still drawing, and it got checked around, right?
No.
Nobody betted out.
Who has a 3? Tom.
You
Tom
have,
has a 3.
Tom has a 3. 3's good right now? Oh yeah, 3
Three
threes.
threes. And he's probably gonna bet.
88%. Bet about $70, right?
Yeah.
65.
Everyone's gonna.
Yeah, I mean nobody's got anything.
Yeah, we got a list.
It's the tough part about bomb pots. We talked about it. Bomb
Yeah.
pots are scary because you have no idea what people have.
Exactly.
Especially when the board pairs.
And it feels
like the likelihood of a guy having a 3 there is it's really good.
So the first bomb pot I ever played, I remember the hand. I had 8-3 of clubs, and I lost $600 because I flopped a flush draw and an open ender. And I got really mad because I lost with 8-3. You know, hand I would never
Thinking
play.
you would never in a million years
But
lose $600
with
on 8-3 in any other scenario.
Yep, we just went brick, and. But that's the thing about bomb pots, you know.
Yeah, they're kind of.
It's nice when you win one with 8-3.
Now, when you're like,
Nah, you just gotta.
again, you don't have to answer any of this stuff if you don't want to. I'm just curious. It's nothing too weird.
Okay.
Like, do you keep an hourly so that you know, like, when you play? Like, I never do that. Probably because I
keep my
don't want to
stats.
know.
Yeah.
You do keep your stats.
Yeah, I started maybe.
Do you
3 or 4
input
years
your
ago.
bomb pot stats? Like,
I mean, no. I
it's
don't.
just like
it's
a once
It's like I go play, how I did, how many hours I played,
I've never played.
and
what
win loss.
what game I played, and then win or lose this much money.
You put it in,
Yeah.
and then it'll calculate you made 12
Yeah, and then
or you
it
lost.
just keeps adding over the.
So if you do it on each game and the number of hours played, it gives you an hourly rate, and it
Yeah.
also tells you like you're a winning player in 1-3, but you're a losing 2-5 player. So
Yeah.
like I would be a massively losing PLO player, and it would just show like not enough statistics.
Yeah.
For no limit.
And there's
play.
I mean there's apps that tell you every single thing like which room you play the best at, or which room you get the best results at, which day of the week, which, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You could be like, man, I'm terrible on Thursdays.
Yeah, and there's
Bellagio,
reasons.
so I
There's
shouldn't go.
reasons. Yeah, there's reasons for it. Like
Maybe the regular game on Thursday is really good. Or whatever the
Thursdays
case
you
may
play
be.
with, you know, regulars. Sundays, Friday, Saturday, Sunday you play with the people who are
Tourists.
off work. You know,
Right.
whatever.
I call them tourists.
Oh, here we go. Queen 6 suited. Do I get in there? Oh, we make it 30 with the straddle. I'm on the button. Here we go. Call me a Nick, guys. I'm in here.
Call me a Nick.
I'm in here with Queen 6.
Queen 6 suited.
And Nash gets
Hey,
in
Joe.
there.
Joe does come in. Joe's our new player in Michael's seat. Nash calls you with the bigger flush draw.
Yeah,
you don't
hopefully,
flop clubs here.
Hopefully not.
You don't.
No, I flop
You
a
flop a queen.
And I checked this one. I have not too many bad
Turns a
turns.
club, which actually is not great for you.
No.
Oh no, it says you're 94% still.
It's a spade. No, it is a club. Interesting. Not many clubs left.
And you bet it out, and Nash folds.
Yeah.
Huh. That's interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, you guys think I'm a nit. We're raising Queen 6 out
You
here.
are a nit.
I mean,
But it's
yeah.
fine.
But
You're
I
smart.
also, 2 years ago when I started playing here, I was much more of a nit than I am now.
Getting unnitty.
Yeah, so.
But see, when people perceive you to be that, then you can make moves.
I
later.
could.
I could never
I
pull
could,
off
yeah.
because nobody's ever buying what I'm selling at that point.
This is
Whereas
true.
you could fire a massive bluff and get it through because they're like, Pat would,
Yeah, I think Greek
Pat doesn't have
and
that
Greek
play.
John I have a lot of history with. I feel like
Have you really?
he will never play like Ace Queen or Ace Jack. He would much rather play 5-6 because he knows where he's at in the hand.
Right.
So
Well, speaking of Ace Jack, Beverly, after that massive biggest pot of the
Yeah,
day,
what is
right?
he at?
Might even be the biggest pot of the whole web series here.
2.3K.
Nuts.
In for 300. Must be
John's got pocket threes, which I like. Let's see if he can set mine. Now I set a window cards and ace.
Ace Jack, top 2.
Ooh. Top 2 gives Nash a gutter ball though, right?
It does. I wonder what's going to
Is
happen.
gutter ball a thing that people still play?
Yes.
Okay, I can say gutter ball and not sound like
And Nash calls. Yeah.
Obviously, yeah, I mean Nash has got a call, right? Peel off a turn. It's an 8, still a relatively small pot. Brian's gonna probably bet
And Nash should fold
about
here.
75.
Nash should fold here.
I'd like to say that I called off a couple times on these chip stacks exactly what the bet is. I mean, I can see them.
Yeah.
I just get
It
used
is
to
tough.
seeing it, yeah. I mean, we're watching this on a relatively small screen on this enormous monitor. It's a huge monitor, but we're only using a quarter of
Bigger
it.
than the TVs I have now.
And Nash did fold, so. So, Tom, Beverly, Nash is still up there. Joe, everybody else is around the same. Pat, are you up or down yet? Now you're down 40
I'm
bucks.
down 40
now.
bucks.
That's not bad though. You haven't.
Not
You've
ideal.
gotten mixed up a couple of times.
Yeah.
Won a couple, lost a couple. Nothing too fancy. Joe's a new player. He's in the 8 seat, sit next to Brian.
Yeah, played with Joe. I see him a lot around.
He plays in
But I
a lot of the bigger tournaments. He'll
Yeah.
come and play, and he likes to play 2-5. And
I've only played maybe 10 hours with him. He did stack me, so
oh, nice.
I'm out for revenge.
You want a
Nice
little,
guy though. Nice guy.
He is nice. He is nice. He's super nice. John and Tom. All right, so Tom's in. John raised to 20 bucks with an ace.
Ace three
Ace rag
suited.
suited. Do you say ace rag suited? Just ace
I don't
three.
say ace rag.
What would be considered a rag? Ace. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Seven?
7,
8.
8.
I don't know.
Really 9 too, because what the hell's a 9 gonna do
Yeah.
for you?
John flops a flush draw.
Flush draw.
No one else really has.
No. Ben's in the lead with the ace queen. Nash is probably just got 2 overs.
Yeah, they're just gonna go fold.
Yeah, $40 bet.
Actually,
Nash might call.
Has the king of clubs.
Nah.
No.
He's out. So when John does get a hand, him and I joked about it the event last week at Tinley that he's like, yeah, my VPIP, my voluntary put in pot, was literally 0.
Yeah, he
He's
was
like,
saying
I
like-
didn't play a single
Like,
hand.
Pat, you're playing more hands than me. Something's wrong.
Yeah. In all fairness, we watched his hands early. He really didn't get much to
Yeah.
play on. We jokingly said that it doesn't take a lot for him to want to get in the pot, but he just got crap cards, like 9-5. No way Brian's going to play. 10-4, same thing. 3 deuce, no dice. Ben's queen 4, not happy about it. Man, that's a shitty. Look at this.
Well,
Is
that
that a
was
walk?
by far the most boring hand. And the first walk, because Michael has played every single hand.
Every
Now that
single
he's
hand.
out, there might be a
Couple of
counts.
walks.
Yeah, we'll see.
In all honesty, though, there was nothing anybody could even claim to want to play there. No good, no good. Yeah, main event this week. $360, 15K guarantee. We already got 25 players in
Nice.
between the satellite last weekend, the promo seats that are all bought and paid for by CCG, which is sponsored by Chicago Tournament.
You guys own a basketball team, I heard.
I do, and the captain. Hey, you know what? Let's see if we can get him here. Hey, captain. Well, hey, Pat, you're the captain
Yeah,
of that
what's
team,
up?
aren't you?
I mean, I'm not the captain. Me and Tony really.
Oh,
very nice
now
team.
I just claimed you were the captain.
But
and now Mike's gonna listen to
I've
this,
done
or
a lot.
Anthony's
No,
gonna listen
Mike
to it.
is definitely not the captain.
No, what about Anthony?
Anthony
Does
is.
he go by Tony or Anthony? Or whatever. I
call
him
him Tony.
Anthony.
But he's put the team together. He goes to the meetings.
Nice.
I just got our uniforms.
You guys are all regulars. I thought it would be nice
Yeah.
to kind of get you out there. You got me a jersey.
Yeah, we're the
which my wi-
grinders.
Which my wife saw, and she's like, "What the heck is this? Why do you have a basketball jersey?"
So yeah, I mean,
It's awesome.
we're pretty good. There's 4 of us on the team that play poker.
How many people are on the team altogether?
6, but we might be adding a 7.
Ooh, 7. Do you
Yeah.
play like 3-on-3?
No, we play 5 on 5.
Holy crap! You guys play the whole game.
Yeah.
You see Zion last night? Jesus.
All right. Well, Joe's really just like the first hand he's played.
Yeah.
Gets ace jack, calls a bet, checks it on the flop, checks it on the turn, check calls,
65.
check on the turn,
65.
and then he bet 65 into him. Oh, he's got 3 aces now, so it's a little bit easier. Ben's 5s are
Flush
dead.
draw.
I've been a Duke fan my whole
Yeah,
life.
no, nothing
But
had.
he
Just
did
his
it.
ace got a lot better. But I mean, you can easily put the guy at an ace king or ace queen, because that's why you're kind of check calling.
Yeah.
The ace really doesn't help you on the river, does it?
Yeah, that's
Ryan, have you
why.
heard my 25?
I don't know. Pocket 5s wouldn't be a bad call. I can see pocket 5s still on the river there.
Right.
I mean, less likely your opponent has an ace when an ace comes on the river.
Mathematically
Yeah,
speaking,
there's 2 aces out
only
there.
2 out.
And then Coach K should be Coach K should be retiring.
This is me talking that
Coach K should be
Coach K
retiring.
should be retiring about the time I win the championship with my high school team. I'm gonna be a high school basketball coach.
Oh, nice. I was
Plan
gonna say,
on
you're still in
taking-
high school at 22,
No,
or no? I got
Plan
you.
on
Yeah.
taking Coach K's job.
Oh, that would be nice.
So
Brandon and I argued on Sunday. What do you think he makes a year? I honestly don't know the answer. I'm just curious. What is the game you guys play where you like?
Lotta things. We
Lotta.
played.
Yeah, I know. I
Lotta
know.
things.
That's why I brought it up.
We played the
What is it called? Lotta?
Loddin.
Loddin.
Yeah.
Like L-O-D-I-N.
Yeah.
L-O-D-I-N. Loddin.
But what does he make? I don't know.
It's gotta be like 4 or 5 million a year.
It's-
Brandon said 4 million.
It's
so.
definitely
Some kid did
over
bring
$1 million.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's Coach Case, the most recognizable
But he also does
basketball
coach
coach.
I don't know if it
Team
was like
USA.
60 or 30
Pretty sure.
I don't think you get paid for that.
The game that was ever talked
Or
about.
maybe they do.
Yeah, I mean,
With the dream
Maybe the
team.
coach gets paid. Kids don't get paid.
no, but
This is
you
one
know,
of
he
the college
coaches.
guys, and
And
supposedly they won.
Kinda all over the place.
They raced
Yeah.
the scoreboard before they let the...
Looks like 3 clubs on a flop. Nash is sticking around with his 7 of clubs. That's odd. Oh, it can't be the 7 of clubs.
No.
Oh, it's the 7 of spades on the river. So he rivers his set, although his 7s were good the whole
Try and
way.
make the games close, so come tournament time.
Pat, you're blocking our camera view.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Ben's, again, kind of running into some bad cards, just some second best.
Part of it. So now he's
It's a pretty big pot considering,
this, you know.
The hands.
yeah.
Sometimes he's not playing.
Nash thinks he got there on the river, but he was good the whole way.
He was.
But now he's confident.
I like to call that 7 a win more.
Yeah.
Like you're just winning more now. You were winning, now you're winning more. Not like more money. You're just winning.
And now Ben's thinking here. I think he's just taking
And then maybe he calls,
He calls with ace high.
and no good. 7-7s are great. 7s are good.
I guess maybe he thought
The guy was making a move.
the guy had a flush draw and just missed.
Yeah. I don't know.
Interesting.
Interesting.
My word. Since you've asked me that question, Duke's on a 7-0 run.
Duke's got a 7-0 run.
Yeah,
you
this
watched
was-
that Duke game on Sunday?
I did.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
Never a sweat. I just never doubt that they were going to win, you know.
No, oh yeah, no. Those two layups that UCF missed at the end there, I had no feelings
But they,
whatsoever.
you know, what's that guy's name? Taco or whatever?
Yeah, he
7
called out.
foot or something?
Did you see him dunk without jumping?
Yeah, I mean, it's just how do you play against that?
I don't know. Get out of
And
the way.
Zion went right at him at the end of the game.
Tom, 7 deuce, 6 deuce, 6-5 in there. Nash is in with the 6 deuce too. Ryan, ace queen.
He's been kind of quiet. Now he's
He
got
raised that time, raised to 20. A lot of folds.
Got 7-3.
7-3, you ain't
Like a
playing.
really good Italian.
Nash is probably going to see the flop. I mean, if you're limping with 6 deuce, you're calling.
You're
6
calling
deuce.
15 more.
3 players.
Ace jack 5. Yeah, we're going to see a check bet fold.
Do you know the band The Animals?
No.
Like the House of the Rising Sun song?
Yes.
Okay. Brian Beverly looks exactly like the lead singer of that.
You're kidding.
Yeah. Hey, bring up a photo.
Yeah, I got the animals.
The Animals.
Nice. Brian looks like him. No relation?
Probably not. Well, maybe. I mean, Brian is Irish, and I think they're from
I mean, it's still like not
England,
close to
so.
the
I
camera.
mean, that's relatively close. Closer than here.
I mean, here he is.
Oh yeah, that definitely looks like him. Folks, if you can, just Google the animals and you will know exactly what
We're talking about.
Brian looks like, which is Pat's brother.
This is true. Irish twins. Not related, but related.
Not related, but related.
No, so everyone used to ask us, "Oh, are you brothers?" And we just always said, "Yeah."
Yeah. I love it.
So then, you know, we'll be somewhere. So I'll be at CCG, and somebody will be like, "Oh,
Where's your brother?
or someone will think we're like literally the same person. Like, yo, you know, that hand last night. And I was like, I didn't play
I didn't
last
play
night.
last night. Could be dangerous getting mistaken for somebody else. Good thing Brian's like a pretty nice guy, and so are you. So
I
you're not
mean,
gonna like get beat up.
Clearly, I'm better looking.
Oh, for sure.
But, all right, top pair and top pair.
Ta-ta, I think it's ta-ta. Queen Jack, Jack 10. John could run into a little bit of trouble here.
Knowing him, he'll get there.
He'll get there. Turn a diamond.
Hey, here
Hey-o!
we go.
I told you, turn a diamond. Gives him more outs. Now he's betting into Brian. Brian checks. I think Brian, in all honesty, is probably a little afraid of John. Because they normally
This
play.
is a this
You know
is
what I
a
mean? They
bad
normally
spot.
play 1-3. And again, this is just my assumption.
And John bet's big.
105.
105 that was into 170.
Yeah, about a third of the pot, right? Yeah, a little more. 40% of the pot. Not, more than half. Not quite half, but
And Brian
gives it up.
folds the best hand.
I don't know. I told you. I think he was intimidated there. He didn't like
I
it.
mean, it's a pretty. I mean, you've got top
Again,
pair.
my only
but-
problem is if you're gonna play Queen Jack and you flop top pair, why are you playing
I
Queen
would
Jack
maybe
if you're
see
not
a
gonna bet
turn.
it up?
But you know, John's betting the river. If you call the turn, you gotta call the river. So.
I guess. So you're saying he's probably thinking, I don't want to call 2 streets of bets here. I'm just gonna.
Because
I'm
what
just gonna-
rivers are good for him? You know,
Nothing.
a queen.
Yeah, no, there's a 9 out there that could put straight
Yeah.
out. So I don't even know if you're really. Again, we talk about if you're hitting your gin card, it turns out the straight flush or full house. Yeah, it's just what's the point, you know?
Interesting fold though.
A lot of crappy hands coming out right now. A lot of low cards. 10 deuce, you call that 10 bucks?
No. Straddle on, who's straddle? Dash.
Only if we do a bomb pile.
Only if we do a bomb pot.
I did. We've been doing that.
3 players.
Joe moves seats. He likes to sit in the middle of the table.
Ace ace king.
Do you have a preferable spot? Do you like to sit in certain spots?
No, I don't like sitting in the 5 seat or like right across. I don't like sitting in the middle, but I don't like sitting on the end. If I had an ideal seat, it'd
you
be
would
like
say
the
if you-
3 or the 7.
Okay. So 3 or 7.
But I'm never out there.
You like the wings.
I'm never. I once had a guy pay me $100 to move seats though.
Wow, where are we at?
Harris. He was like coming into the game, and I was in the 5 seat. The 7 seat was open.
And you said
And I started walking over. He goes, "I'll give you $100 if you go back to the seat." I said, "Okay." And he gave me $100.
sweet.
But he actually stacked me about 4 hands. I felt so stupid.
Like he knew something was going to happen. Yeah, it's
I felt
just.
so. I mean, this guy's a regular.
That shit sucks. All right, here's Ryan again with an ace jack. He doesn't play much, but when he plays, he's got legit hands.
He's got the goods.
He's got the goods. Let's see if he can get somebody with some cards on there. Looks like he's playing with no action. Nah, Nash is in there.
Uniform.
Nash is the new Michael.
I remembered right as I pulled it. I got you.
Ace Jack
They have
King.
the names wrong. They
When you,
said
when you,
Joe. but-
okay, I was gonna say, you check this flop, or I mean, Ryan's checking it down, hoping that Nash catches up some way, shape, or form.
I like a good mix. I like a good mix of betting. I mean,
I
there's
don't
some
think it
bad.
matters there because
There's some bad cards though. Queen or 10 is a pretty bad card for your hand.
yeah, there's nothing worse than kind of slow playing a big hand on the flop
And then paying them off
Yeah,
anyway.
because then it's like you're gonna do it anyways. It's just so annoying to wait the whole time and then get
I
shafted.
like a small bet.
Keep the bluffs in. Is that what you guys say?
Yeah, they could just call with a lot.
You could call it a lot. Pat, King 4? Nope.
Nope.
Good. Your folding technique is really
I'm really good at folding.
You are. Your
so
fold technique
I
is
fold
solid.
a lot.
You never
so-
flash cards. You never, you're always folding them towards the dealer. Tom with Jack 9 smells a little weakness. Ryan,
They're getting better.
see, I think he feels like he's getting dogs with his good hands. He's really opening up.
And he's in the big blind.
That's not a bad spot to
He
be
should
in right now.
He flops a flush draw.
And
6.
yeah.
And he turns the flush.
Right. But the people that
Bets
take
it
the
out.
14 to 1
Tom
odds.
has a gutter ball and a flush draw.
Maybe Tom calls here.
I had just sub 50, so I said.
Calls
He does.
drawn dead. Nice when your opponent calls him, you're drawn dead. Let him pick any turn he wants. Ryan's got to bet it again. You got second nuts, homie.
There you are.
Hey, look at me. Videoing the videoing.
Went 6 and 10.
Inception.
Back. Yeah, Inception. Yeah. That's great. I still don't know what that movie was about.
I watched it. First of all, I came 10 minutes late to the movie, and I think the first 10 minutes were the most important part. To like understand.
So you had no idea what the hell was going on?
Yeah, so I had no idea. I was
That's
probably
great.
only like 12 when the movie came out anyway.
Wow, it was 12 when that movie came out?
I think so. I remember I went with my first or second girlfriend, so I had
At
to be,
12?
I had to be pretty young.
Good God, Pat.
I was out there
Ladies
getting it.
man.
I was out
Ladies
there
man.
getting it.
So you might be a knitting poker, but in the ladies world,
We're
you're doing just fine. Your range is much better.
Yeah. All right,
Okay,
here we go.
Pat, ace 10 of hearts. What are we going to do?
We're raising for sure.
I always feel like I want to mute it and see if you were playing yourself, what would happen.
Anytime from 7 to 9.
Tom, who can never get his cards to read because he just refuses to put them in the circle. Ben calls.
Looks like we're gonna go multi-way.
Joe's gonna see some. No, Joe called. Yeah, Joe called. He's got 15 bucks in front of him. Beverly's got nothing. Production catching up there.
See, I feel Ben's name and Tom's name, or Ben's name and Joe's name are switched. So really the 5 seat is Joe, the 6 seat is Ben, but the cards are
The same.
So-
Yeah, no, he switched Nash out, and Nash
Yeah.
is really the 6 seed.
Yeah.
You're right. I hope he figures that out soon. But that's all.
So
right.
Ben is Joe, just know that.
Yeah, the names are wrong. We're just gonna call the 5 seed Ben now,
Yeah.
and Nash is now the new Joe.
Perfect.
Let's see. What's the
Not
run out
much.
here?
I mean,
Just
Joe's
the Jack
got
run out.
the
Joe's
6
good.
seat Joe. The fake Joe has Jack.
Oh yeah, now I'm confused. That's Nash. Damn
He
it!
called my raise with Jack 6.
I was going to guess just on the delivery.
It's Nash
It
Day.
sounded like a sign of
Like I said, he was playing pretty tight to begin with, but I said I think he lost one. He just opened up a little
Yeah.
bit.
Little goofy goof.
But it seems to be working. I mean, flopping top pair with Jack 6.
I mean, and then
But-
again, he flopped top here and he's betting it out.
But look what happened here. Oh, he makes the call. Then the 5 seat, who was actually Joe, tried to bluff him. Did not work.
Wow.
Did not work. Calls with the good old Jack 6.
So something I've been thinking about more is that when you put a bluff out, you have to be able to put a player on a hand and you can get them to fold, right? Like a reason
mean-
why they did it and a reason. So like, right? I mean, is that something you use, or you just like I smell, I feel?
Some players will fold. I'm never bluffing. For example, Michael. Because Michael's just going to call me.
Call.
He's calling.
He's gonna
me.
call, he's
But
gonna
if you
do
know a
it.
person's able to lay down some hands,
like you,
yeah, I mean,
like Brian.
like
Brian will lay it
yeah,
down here.
like Brian folded Queen Jack.
Yep.
So
Ryan's another
Yeah.
clear example that he'll lay down a better
Yeah.
hand because he can, he can make that fold. I am not good enough to make that fold.
Yeah, if the people are bad players, you don't bluff bad players.
I'm a bad player. Yeah. It's okay. You can say it. I don't
I mean, I just remember we played 2-5 once and you got me. You
Oh,
had
did I?
You had bottom set and I had top 2 set.
Oh, that's
It
right.
was my birthday too.
Oh, no.
But it's okay, Beverly took me out bowling after.
Oh,
Here
good.
we go. 3, 6, 7, 3, 5,
6, 7, yeah.
No, flush draw for a Tom.
Tommy Tom's got nut flush draw. Looks like Joe's got a gut shot. Ryan's open-ended. John is just
Because they told us.
not anywhere near the right spot.
I'm about to get.
And again, Joe's actually next. We'll call him.
Yeah, we'll just call him by whatever name shows
We'll
up
see
on
him.
there. Ryan?
Ryan calls. I like the call there. I mean, you flop an open-ender.
Yeah, you're not
Hope for a
folding.
black turn.
That's a great
Black
card.
five is what you're looking
That's
for.
a pretty good card for Tom. Picks up a gutter ball too.
Yeah, wheel draw. But unbeknownst to him, the 5's gonna
Yeah.
screw him.
I like those.
He's really slow on that. But I mean, you gotta bet these flush draws out. Brandon was talking about it last week where
Two chances
gotta,
to win.
Yeah, you get 2 chances, and he wins. He's good. Especially against a player who
Like
is
Ryan.
tight and aggressive, you can get him to lay down a hand. Michael never lays down a hand. He's calling the whole way.
No.
And probably paying you off.
Yeah.
But different styles of play, right?
Yeah.
Is there a right or wrong way to play?
Ultimately, yes, but no.
Does it only come down to money? Money is the only deciding factor. You can make terrible decisions and win money.
Yeah,
You're just a winning
that's
player.
true. Yeah, so there's 2 ways to think about it. I mean, you can make great plays and
Lose every time.
Be down.
I love watching those old like what were the shows with like Dan Negreanu and
like Poker After
Poker
Dark.
After Dark? Was that what it was?
Yeah.
And like
Poker Night in America.
whatever. The guy, they flop set over set, and then Daniel gets one outed on the turn where it's quasi. He's like, you got 6 seconds. He calls it 140,000 just to prove himself right.
Yeah.
Like, that is not winning poker. Like, you knew he had quads. Just give it up. And the thing is, he's going to see it later. Like, he just wanted to see it right then and there. That's great. I love it. Pat takes out a pot. We missed it.
Queen 5.
Queen 5 takes out a pot. Everybody's clapping for you. John knows that's the first time.
And look at I was in there with Queen 5.
I think you were blind.
I think I
Yeah, we're
maybe
blind.
on the button.
No, button shoot. No, you were small. You were big one. You were kidding. It's alright. Winner's a winner.
We're in there.
What were your, I missed your chip stack. Were you still,
I probably have like 450.
yeah, you're still down about 50 bucks.
And you're the
Really,
next
you just
in
hold
line,
that.
it's
Yeah.
You're like, what?
50 bucks is nothing.
Dude, it wasn't like 5 seconds. It was like
That's not even one hand.
They wait till everyone like ran out.
Alright.
Everyone.
Forget how far we get into this. We get pretty far. I wonder what hand we stop. We'll find out. We got about another half hour, folks. Looks like Brian's got pocket 6 Zoo up against John's 10s. Brian's live with 2 overs. He's the one that raised. He opened. Beverly called. John 3-bet him to 60. Tom's thinking about the Queen 8 of hearts. Ryan, what do you think? He calls? Sees a flop? Feels like he's getting pushed around?
I'm guessing he folds. I mean, I would rather have I'd rather have 5-6 here, but he does.
Right, he calls. So now, does this make it juicier for Brian?
I mean, Brian's got to get in there.
He's got to call, right?
He's got
Like,
$1
there's
million.
no cards that he can fold at this point.
He's got $1 million.
I take it back. He's got no pairs that he could fold,
Correct,
right? He's
correct.
gonna call and see a flop
Yeah.
and hope to Christ he hits a 6. Be a 6 in there.
Nope.
Nah, so
Close.
close to the 5.
Close.
5 and a 7. He's all around
But
the
it's a pretty
post.
bad flop for everyone.
For
but John's
everyone.
gonna see a bet and he's kind of take it.
Now again, when you 3-bet, when somebody opens and you 3-bet them, and
Oh,
are you
Brian
firing the pot no
calls.
matter what?
Brian calls. Brian might be able to bluff him here.
And the turn hits Ryan.
Yeah.
He's pissed now. John's
Gonna go
got to
check.
check. Let's see the river. 6.
Alright.
Brian, if there was
See,
ever a time to bluff, it's
I feel
now.
like this is a bad time to bluff. But,
Bluff,
but
Brian.
he's going,
Bluff,
he's going
Brian.
for
He's
it.
going for it, folks. He's got it. He's good.
Oh,
He falls before he even gets the bet out there.
Nice.
So good.
Good play, Beverly. Good play.
So good. That might have been his best. I know it's
I liked it.
not a huge pot he won, but
No.
that is a great.
He has a 3-bet pot.
Right? It's awesome. I think it was the check on the turn. I mean, he's got to
yeah.
figure he's got. Again.
It definitely
John's
wasn't
good
a
enough to
value
make that-
bet. Yeah,
John's good enough to
definitely
make that fold. I mean,
He was hoping
maybe
John had queen, or
Jacks, 10s, 9s, exactly what you hit it. Right,
And
you
he
hit it.
has to fold those.
Right? You can't call. It's great. What a good bet. Brian's so proud of himself. Look at him smirking there. He's so happy.
He's like, I'm up.
I just outplayed him. This hand, I'm gonna outplay this guy.
7-7.
That's great. $28 to call, no good.
No,
John's just kind of loosey-goosey at the moment.
Ace 3.
Just walks. Picking up those blinds. $7.
17 is a straddle.
Ooh, that's actually a little bit better.
Yeah, so we're at 448.
You're down a little. John's down a little. I think Joe is up a little bit, but that's actually Nash. I don't know. Now I'm all confused. Action's on Brian, though.
Oh, I did. I checked in tonight. Yes.
Oh, Ryan. One of the Ryans arrived.
I didn't know your brother.
You've yet to golf with Beverly, correct?
We have not played together yet, because he's called me a few times, but like I have kids.
Yeah.
And like he wants to call me at like 3 o'clock. He's like, hey, can you come play, play with me? And I'm like, I'd love to, but he just don't like me at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, I played.
I live in Naperville. He's all the way down in Beverly. Like,
Yeah.
there's just no way.
I played with him a few times. I did shoot the round of my life with him at his court, the Beverly Country Club.
Nice.
So,
Which is a great track.
yeah.
This could get ugly. You got 2 ace-kings, which I've officially given up the big slick. You got 2 ace-kings and a queen-8 suited.
And
a nothing
squadouche.
flop.
So the pre-flop range.
I love squadouche, by the way. I just love saying
Yeah.
squadouche. I say it to my kids all the time. They're like, can I have some cookies? I'm like, no, you get squadouche. They don't know what the heck I'm talking about. Looks like Joe betted out, continuation bet, and he's going to take it down. The aggressor, right?
Yep.
And
that-
Joe's really Nash.
Yep, and that's
We're
the
still
advantage
backwards.
of being the pre-flop raiser.
Yeah.
You just get to take pots down.
Would you have raised with that ace-king? Talk about he just limped in with the ace-king or called.
Yeah, I
Do you
mean.
raise with ace? Is an ace-king a hand that you're going to
Yeah,
3-bet?
I'm
That's what I'm
3-betting
looking
it,
for.
and sometimes
Find out where you are, right?
Sometimes 4-betting.
When do you decide the 4-bet's necessary, right?
Depends on stack sizes
Okay.
and who is 3-betting me.
So if it was a Michael,
If Michael's 3-betting me,
you
I'm
can size up. Again, I learned that last week.
Yeah.
Size up.
I'm happy to get in. all
John
my
is in
money.
heaven right now. I hate to interrupt you. John is in heaven with his 8-9 suited.
Yeah.
You suck with queen 3. Tom's probably gonna play this
Oh,
king 8 suited.
maybe.
Yeah.
No, he folded.
He folded. So
Table's tightening up.
he doesn't know any better too. That we know John is kind of a looser
Yeah.
player, loose aggressive.
Yeah, I've never seen
John's the definition of loose aggressive.
Yeah, correct.
John is.
I've never seen Tom before
No,
play
he-
at the charitable.
He's played before,
Yeah,
but I've
he-
seen him like those. He'll roll in like 40.
Yeah.
All Asian guys roll in 40. All want to play PLO.
Yeah, I've seen him play
Some
PLO.
will 100 bomb. Tom will buy him for like 3K and just go nuts, and they have a
Tom
good time.
popped the flush here. Like I said, he runs good.
He does run good. It's funny. He told me a story once. He's like, yeah, I was in a tournament. I'm trying to do my John voice. Yeah, we did a tournament, and I had aces versus the other guy's aces, and I knew I was like a 60-40. And I was like, wait, and he's like, because it's me. I'm 60-40 up against the other aces. I was like,
I can't
actually, it's
disagree with
kind of
him.
true.
I
Yeah,
can't
I mean,
disagree.
the guy's just, he runs good. He also plays really
he
good.
plays well,
He plays a good
obviously.
game. I like his game. I just said he's very loose, aggressive, but like, he is going to make you pay. Like,
Yeah.
if John's in the pot, he is not afraid to fire bullets. Like,
Correct.
he is going to get in
And
there.
he gets paid off because people know he likes to fire bullets.
Yep. And they always put him on a bluff. Like, you're full of crap.
Yep.
You don't have it. And he's like, nah, it's
See, he's a player. He's kind of like Michael, but he knows when to shut down and he doesn't call.
He's a
shots.
better.
Exactly.
You can't do that all the time.
Exactly. He knows when to slow down.
Looks like we got
Flush draw.
not a whole lot of anything. A lot of checking going on.
Ben has a flush draw. Oh, he doesn't.
No, there's a bump in this box.
They both live.
Yeah.
Looks like the club's hit.
I don't know why I was dropping.
No, ace high. It's just ace high. What happens sometimes in 2-5?
This lineup wasn't the greatest, but it's a good lineup.
Right.
I mean, there's still some action.
John's normally loose aggressive, but I think he was card dead and kind of slowed down a little bit because there were other crazies. The 60, which is actually Nash, he's the only one that's like really splashing around.
Yeah, and then
Ryan's
Brian-
very tight aggressive.
Yeah.
Brian and Beverly in the 19th, tight aggressive.
Oh, and then we
You're
got this
tight
guy.
aggressive.
I forgot this guy sat down.
Yeah, I don't remember
Forget
him.
his name, but
He didn't say shit. He didn't say it.
where they gone?
Joe hasn't played very many hands either.
No.
Tom like showed up, wanted to play this game desperately, and then like got a massage the whole time.
Yeah.
Just like hung out. And
That's what I was
this
like,
is what I do when I play. I don't get massages, but I'm in my phone. I'm like kicking around. I never pay attention to the game. So when you say things like, "Oh, this is a pattern he's doing," I don't notice that. All right. Well, Joe wakes up with 10s.
Tom
Oh, he's
raised
finally
three
got
clubs.
the names right too, which is sweet.
Next.
Tom's ace king, flop is all hearts. Tom's got the ace of hearts.
And it goes 25 call, which is standard.
Pretty standard, yeah.
Tom's got nut flush draw.
That's it. Two overs.
Joe, there's one over to. He's got no hearts, so.
So it's Tom's action right now, or he checked it
He
to Joe.
I like the bet by Joe. I'm not giving
Yeah, you
any
got to
free
see where you're
cards.
at. Because a heart comes,
It's over.
the killer, right?
He has to think he's ahead here, so he's got to charge the draws, which he does.
Well, the nice thing is we can put the guy in a jack. You might get him to fold if he doesn't have a heart.
Correct. Over the 5.
Probably still good for 10s, right?
Yep.
I kind of
One
like
of the better cards to see.
If Tom checks, I think.
Tom
Yeah, he's got a bet. And he can't still bet.
100.
Big short.
Yeah.
Oh, the big short.
Great. I mean, we know he's way good, but
Yeah.
I feel like
don't
if Tom
mind-
bets there,
I don't mind checking back there either.
really?
Because the jack's not going to fold. I think jack's going to call you. And jack beat you. Oh, check behind is okay. I don't mind
That's
betting
good. I
either.
never thought of it that way. The guy called with the jack the whole way anyways.
Yeah, he's going to
He's
call.
going to call another 100. So at 100, you're really just lighting on fire.
Yeah,
You're
you're
not going to get called.
You're hoping a hand like maybe 9's called you. That's about it. I mean,
Now, what are the chances the guy's got
Exactly.
9?
Right.
I mean, a jack's the hands that are going to call you are all going to be beat.
Good point. You got to be the expert because I'm not. I don't think.
I try to be an expert, but clearly in this game, you can see I'm just losing. So.
You're not losing. You're staying steady.
For now,
Did I just see an ace 10 fold there? Ace 8
with
fold?
Ryan, I wouldn't
Might have been
surprised.
No, it wasn't Joe. Joe's in with deuces. So we got another Tom Joe flop here. Tom raised, Joe called. 40 bucks in the pot. Ace
Not a
10
good
7.
flop.
Nah, deuces aren't going anywhere here. Deuces are just gone. I think now both the 5 and the 60 both say Joe. This is not
Joe and
true.
Joe.
Joe is, Nash is actually the 60.
Joe's the one in the Cubs hat.
Yes, Joe's the one in the cup set.
And the Sopranos.
Let's see. Who else we got going today? We're talking about the Sopranos now.
Never seen any.
Really? You've never watched the Sopranos?
Lombard.
Pat, you're on spring break. Go home and watch the Sopranos. It is literally, if not the best show of all time, top 3. Top 3.
Is it on Netflix? I don't think.
No. I don't think
Yeah,
so.
Hulu,
It might be.
Netflix,
No.
and
It might be on
Showtime.
Netflix. It might be. Or you don't have Netflix.
I do have Netflix.
Dude, Netflix is
Hulu
shit.
and Showtime.
Did you hear Apple is coming out with their own? They did the keynote
Yeah,
speech.
so is
Apple
Disney.
subscription.
Disney is coming out with one.
Disney to be good. I spend a lot of time. I have 3 kids, 4, 2, and a newborn.
Here we go, I
Newborn
got
doesn't watch
Ace
TV,
King.
but
80 to win.
my daughters watch only Disney Channel exclusive. Not
So
by
here's-
choice. They do.
Here's Al. It's his like first hand.
Oh, he's in the
He opened a
glasses?
20.
And you've got Ace King. You
I've got-
3 bet. Hey, 3 bet.
I've got Ace King in the small blind.
Nice. I like the 3 bet. Brandon and I were talking about last week that the 3 bet is so underrated.
Yeah, I mean,
That nobody 3 bets anymore before the flop. Like you gotta get
it's good. Yeah.
going early. Try to win before the flop comes
And
out.
I had-
Especially with Ace King, you don't have anything.
And I had no reads with this guy.
And you
It's his
win.
First hand. So.
You get a free $20.
shows
Free
shows up
25
with
bucks.
5
Yeah.
deuce. But-
Did he show that 5 deuce?
No, but he shows up with 5 deuce. in
Oh,
the
I
hand,
gotcha, I
so,
gotcha.
I mean, I had no idea if it was first or second.
So like, here's the
hand.
thing: if you just call that bet and the flop is
Yeah.
Ace 5
And I'm
deuce,
playing out of
you're getting
position.
stacked,
Yeah,
right?
True.
Did I use it right that time?
Stacked,
Like,
yeah.
you got it stacked, right?
Correct. So that's Al. He's in-
Welcome to the table, Al.
Yeah.
First hand, 5 deuce. Oh, 5 deuce. Bets. Get 3 bets. Hood goes up.
Yeah. He has the glasses and the
Hood
hood.
goes up. I find, and again, Al, I don't know you, and I'm terribly sorry if this is offensive. Poker players out there, please, for the love of Christ, you cannot wear your hood up, sunglasses and headphones on at the table. Like, it's just, don't be that guy, right? Do 2 out of the 3. Wear a hoodie up and
My problem is the younger kids who do it and really don't know how to play poker, but they're really trying hard to act like they know how to play.
thank you for the exuberant play and that you're excited to play, and I love that, and I love new players because we always need new players, but seriously, bro, you gotta get rid of that.
It's just bad for the game, man.
It slows it down. They
It's
don't
just
pay
like,
attention, and then it's
no one
like,
wants to talk to you. I don't know.
no, and you look like
I want to be someone. Like,
you look like a rookie. Is
Yeah.
what you look like.
correct.
This is not 2005 anymore.
No.
Get rid of that full.
I
coat
wish I could play
jacket.
poker in those days. I want to know what it was like.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It's like the
My
Wild West.
uncle used to let me play like 2 cent, 5 cent on his laptop when I was maybe like 12.
Oh, nice. Don't give out his username in case
Yeah.
like the SEC.
I think it was Party Poker too.
Yeah, Party Poker. Are they even around anymore? Party Poker's still around.
Yeah,
right?
probably in overseas.
But in the U.S., you can play in Nevada and New Jersey, but that's just Poker Stars, right?
I think that's WSOP. So you can play WSOP, like their website.
Right.
And I think they had it where you could play both. At first, it started off you could only play people in New Jersey. If you're in
But
New
now they're
Jersey.
sharing pools, right?
I believe
and they
so.
need to because you get more. There's just it's more.
Yeah, I
game,
mean,
right?
you need more
Wait, we got a
people.
little bit of a hand. Nash, who's finally got his. Is it Nash or Nash? Looks like Nash.
Yeah, I don't know.
9 deuce dudes.
We'll call him Nash.
He might get some action here from Joe.
They both
And
have
Al.
nine,
Oh
yeah.
wow, they both have a 9.
Yeah, it's
This
gonna
is
go
like a dream flop for
Bet,
guys.
call, probably.
He bets 55. That seems heavy. Is that 35 or 55?
55 into a pot of 80.
Yeah.
Al's gonna call. Joe.
Joe wisely gave it
Yeah.
up. Oh, sick run out.
Joe's.
Run out. That literally the case 9.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. And Pat, you're playing pineapple?
Yeah. So if
Nice.
anyone wants to play Chinese poker against me,
You're in, right?
Yeah, I
Yep.
just love
We'll put
playing.
his username in the comment section, and
I just
by all
love.
means, pineapple is super fun.
Fun game.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain, but it's not that hard
Once
to
you do it
learn.
on the app, it's
Yeah.
pretty easy to learn.
Correct.
Dream 10 on the river? Ooh.
And now look at it. Joe would have 9-4, 9 school fours,
And wins outright both
and
ways.
he would have for surely doubled up.
But no, he folded like the smart guy. So
That's
again,
the worst when you fold.
You make the right fold,
And
and
then-
then it turns out you would have won the hand.
Yeah.
You can't think like that. You'll drive yourself crazy.
Interesting bet here by Nash.
He bet it out 105,
Yeah.
25% of the pot,
And
or
now.
a third of the pot. Seems odd.
Now Al.
Re-raises to
I mean, it's
275.
the 9 on the turn. I'm probably just checking it.
It's kind of a cool. I like that bet size because now he's thinking it's only 170 bucks into a $700 pot, right? I mean,
I
like,
have to call.
you kind of have, and he's got 10s. It's really what you're hoping he's got.
You're just.
Jacks or
If
10s.
you're Nash, you're hoping he has a missed flush draw. I mean,
On a paired board. I don't know.
you're just hoping he has. And that's the only way you're calling.
Ace King of Hearts or something.
You know, any 2 hearts. He doesn't block any hearts, so very possible Al could have some hearts, turning his hand into a bluff.
Again, you got to be able to put the guy on a hand he can
Yeah.
convince himself to fold on.
Correct.
Little does he know, there's no way Al's folding this.
No.
No way he's folding.
I wonder if he calls here.
Looks like he's stacking up chips. I do have to mention something. Again, I'm trying to make people not play better, but just enjoy the game more.
Yeah.
That's really what I feel like my job is to. I want people to enjoy the game. Because there's times you win, there's times you lose. You can't get away from it. The losing hopefully doesn't always outweigh the winners, but it's going to happen.
Yeah.
But I feel like something that kind of kills me is the tank fold.
Yeah, I mean, here,
I get it.
here
There's
he's
times
got an
that-
actual spot, but
See, this is an okay
this
moment.
is an okay one. But there's
Because
times,
it's a big pot. We know he has, so he ends
he
up
called.
calling.
Yeah.
So he didn't tank fold, he tank
Yeah.
called, which is better.
But about 3 hands ago when I 3-bet Ace King and Al sitting there at 5 deuce, I mean, he sat there for a good 30 seconds. He should probably just.
Again, it's more etiquette to the
Yeah.
other players, right? Like I get it, you got because Brandon yells at me sometimes. He's like, you can't fold so fast. He's like, you're telling your hands because everybody knows you're just gonna muck it right
Yeah.
away, and they're gonna bet bigger on you because you know you're gonna do it, and it never gives you a chance to bluff.
Correct.
And he said you gotta play it a little bit more, but
I just don't
what's like a normal amount of time to act? Would you say? Because it's been kind of a problem lately.
Pre-flop, it should be.
And
Pre-flop, if
10,
it's
15
just,
seconds
yeah, I mean,
tops.
pre-flop you should know, okay, I'm raising, or I'm folding, or I'm calling, you know.
Or I'm 3-betting.
Unless there's like, you know,
Oh,
some crazy action
right.
where it's
a bet, a 3-bet,
Yeah.
and then it's on you, and you've got jacks.
Yeah, it's gonna
That's
be-
the moment you're gonna need a little bit more time.
Yeah.
Do you call with jacks in that? Just that? I didn't even give you where you were in position.
Probably.
You
Calling,
still calling?
I'm not folding.
You're
that's for
set
sure.
mining?
I don't know, I'm either raising or folding.
Raising.
Or calling. I mean.
Raising or calling?
I'm not folding
Not
the
folding.
jacks.
All right, I like it. A lot of baby cards coming out here, 2-4, 2-4. We need Brandon's expertise in filling these time frames up with some technical questions. So let's see. We've got March Madness going on right now. Do you have a bracket? Yes.
I do. I have my.
Is
I'm
your
running a
bracket
pool.
busted yet?
So I did terrible the first round, but second round I went 15 for 16. So,
Well, in all fairness, Pat, 16 of 16 favorites won. So
I mean,
it's not really that great.
Okay.
So congratulations on your table minimum blackjack.
Okay.
I don't mean to be a jerk.
So-
but Brandon literally sent me a thing earlier today. He was just like, "Can you believe 16 of 16 is like the history of ESPN?" Let's go ahead. So 15
well, I
out
mean,
of 16.
I got Duke. I mean, I'm
Duke was scary.
I'm a Duke fan, so
Heavy, really?
I gotta bet that.
I don't get into the whole Duke UNC thing, but
See, I don't hate UNC.
So my really good friend, it's a good family friend, where they have kids the same age. Our wives are best friends. He went to North Carolina, so I kind of have like a, you know, and I find Duke to be like the Dave Matthews fan.
Oh, I hate
college
Dave Matthews,
basketball.
yeah.
Me too. That's what I'm saying.
Perfect. But
Can we
Duke
say
is
we
not-
hate Dave Matthews?
Yeah,
fan?
I don't.
I think that might be the name. Oh, Al's got aces.
Oh, look at this. We got a pair
We're
seven.
goofing off talking about Dave Matthews.
Nash is never gonna fold here.
No, he doesn't have flush draw. He's just got bottom pair.
Yeah, backdoor straight draw.
Yeah.
He's just not folding.
That's 40 calls. Turns it clean. Gross. Gross.
But Al does
3 hearts.
pick up some hearts.
God, Al's getting some run bad here.
Yeah, I
Do
mean
you
he's
run-
got 47% equity. He needs.
Do you just say you run bad when you run bad?
Yeah.
You just say run bad?
Yeah, I ran bad.
Run awfully? He's got, I mean, he makes the call. I get it. I have a hard time folding aces here.
He bet 75 and Nash calls. He needed some help on the river and did not get it.
No.
But now I'll probably go check. 9 makes a straight.
Check. Nash, you gonna bet it out?
He's gonna bet.
Looks like about 125. No,
Yeah, this
100.
is a bad spot with aces.
I will say this. I really like Nash's betting sizes. I think they're good. He's value betting the crap out of these guys.
He doesn't seem like a player that would play this many hands. Like when you look at the guy, but
Right.
He's in
He's
the
in a lot.
mix.
He's flashing around a lot.
He's in the mix.
He'd be a loud Marco Polo player.
So now here, Al's tanking, which, like I said
Rightfully
before,
so. He's got aces.
he's got aces, so it is a tough spot. But I'm probably folding to that.
I fold aces here too.
I mean, a 9.
It's because there's 4 to a straight out there.
Yeah,
You know,
2 pair. A lot of
I mean, you could
two
put a guy
pairs.
on what? 8, 9 of hearts?
Any hearts, any 9, any 2 pair.
Queen 9?
What hand is he?
I mean, Queen 9?
what hand is he betting here that
Queen
isn't
9?
beating you?
Queen 9? Do you think we're going to flop an open ender?
Yeah.
But it's not Queen 9 of hearts because the Queen of hearts came out of the turn.
And Al folds, so.
And which is the right move.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really beat anything.
No.
That's when it sucks when you have aces and you know you can't beat it.
Some people fall in love with the aces. though.
I don't. They're just a pair.
Just
See, I have a much easier time folding aces than hold'em, only because I play Omaha. And in
Yeah.
Omaha, aces are great, but like they're really not that big. You know, I'd rather have 7, 8, 9, 10 double suited than aces and 2 random cards. Like I'd rather, you know. So I think it makes you more, you know, comfortable folding aces. It's just like, nah, whatever.
I don't.
They're just
When
a
I
pair.
play Omaha, I minimum buy for 100.
So again,
Find a hand pre-flop and then just
jam it in.
say good luck.
100 bomb.
Yep.
All right, let's see if anybody's going to get into this action of Nash is splashing around with that 10-3. You don't like that. Ryan 7s, he's going to set mine.
Yeah.
I'm really pounding set
Yeah,
mine.
you like
today.
that turn.
I do.
You
I
like
do.
that
It's
turn.
cool. Because
I
it's so
usually
great.
don't use it, but
Al, we're going to have a mystery hand here, so let's see if we can guess what Al has. This might be fun, because we're getting towards the end here. This might be the last hand or close to it. Yeah, he's going to see him now. Yeah. Ooh, ace queen, ace queen, ace queen. And they both flop a queen, obviously.
Yeah.
Poor 7.
I wonder.
Ryan literally could not get anything going here. Tom bets out 60. I think he was the original aggressor.
He was.
It's just the 2 ace queens left. Let's see if Al can make a move here. 'Cause he doesn't know that. Do you try to make a move on a guy with a big check?
I mean, I have a queen here. I'm not making a move.
Alright, I got it.
See what the turn is?
Yeah. It's an okay turn. Probably check calling again.
Well, he's the button, so I think is he the button?
No,
oh no, he's under the gun.
Let's see what he does.
He's thinking about it. And he's gonna bet it. Ooh, $100.
Tom's
About
gonna
half the
call.
pot there.
Tom's gonna call.
I mean, no way Tom lays this down.
No.
He's either gonna call or raise.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. he's
I don't
gonna
think
raise.
raising's good. I just think call.
Turn it up.
6.
It's still nothing. I mean, if you had 3, you had 3 anyway. Who cares? The original flush draw doesn't hit.
Let's look.
Al's still thinking, what can he bet? What do you bet here if you're Al? 240? Looks like more like 3.
Yeah, hoping just king queen or
225.
calls you off.
Ooh, 225. I called it. I said 240,
Get rid of
right?
this, and he calls.
Yeah, you know what? It's just it's one of those silly hands. It's just like, man, we wasted 4
4
minutes.
minutes of our life.
Yep, because neither one of them's gonna fold. Neither one's gonna outplay the other one. Tom's got too much money to fold.
Yeah.
I love being able to have too much money to fold. I mean, I don't always have that, but it's nice, you know.
It's usually when some people run it up and then they just give it right back. You gotta hold on to the
Yeah.
money, though.
Nice.
Coach K is 72.
Nice. Let's see. You guys are gonna do a bomb pot here shortly. I know.
I didn't get as many hands. I do know it must be the next episode. I do get
Ooh, hand number 99.
into an interesting hand.
Right.
And hopefully Brian's here to commentate.
Brian it's confirmed. Our guest commentator next week, folks, is going to be Beverly himself.
Nice.
We get to talk about the biggest pot on 2-5 live stream, which is still pretty cool.
That one's gonna actually make me think.
Oh, actually, Brian's texting me right now. What should be fine? An hour should be enough time to get from Beverly to Naperville.
Alright, I'll put it in my
He's so polite on the phone. I like
a
talking.
polite kid.
He is. He's really a nice.
So my girlfriend asked
It's the
me.
caddy in him, right? He's just used to being like, you got it. Be positive. You can make this shot, sir.
So my girlfriend the other day, I don't know why we were talking about this, but she said, if you were to choose another boyfriend, who would it be?
And you chose Brian?
And Brian came to my mind like, Brian's just a polite kid.
Ah, that's great. So if you die horribly in a car crash,
Perfect. I know Brian's a nice kid. I can
he can
trust it, you know?
swoop in. You kind of look alike.
Yeah.
Your girlfriend doesn't really have to change a whole bunch, you know.
He's just a
She's
nice.
still got to deal with the poker thing,
Yeah.
so she understands that.
But he's just a nice and polite kid. you
That's
know?
good. That's good. There should be more nice and polite people out there. I'm not always one of them. My wife always gives me shit. She's like, "Why are you so nice to people in drive-thrus?" And I'm like, "Well, one, they're
In a
giving me my food,
Yeah.
so I want to be nice to them. But I'm like, two, like they're in kind of a less desirable job. Like I want to make their day slightly better. If I can do that,
I used to work
then I
there.
feel better about it. You know? It's nice to make people feel every once in a while. You know, guys, today when you go to Starbucks, you go to Dunkin' Donuts, give a little +50 tip or more. I love going to Starbucks. You get $6 worth of drinks. Sometimes it's just one, and I just get the whole 10. They're always like, "Oh, there's more drinks." Like, "No, keep it. It's on me today." Oh wow, really? Like they remember it the whole time. And what's $4 once a month, you know, to make somebody's day significantly better? Ace queen, king queen. Tom and
I
Ryan.
told you 7-5, and I think my reasoning is because Ryan is a man.
Ah, nice.
And Ryan, Ryan played
Brian's
both
tight.
sides, so.
If I was Tom, I'd be nervous about my king queen. Now, I'm hoping
Alright,
it
how about
pops
Silver?
off so we can see some more.
Oh,
Oh, like I said,
Wow.
give me a queen and give me some action. Although I do know how bad Ryan runs, I can see Tom betting it, him calling to trap him in a little bit, and it's going to be king on the river for sure.
All right, something more sensible than I actually.
Oh boy.
Oh man, this is getting ugly. All right, Tom, you gonna bet it again? Get check raised here for sure. This is a great. This might be the end of the episode
So we
here.
thought how much
Good
was
hand. Looks like you bet the 500.
125.
I won't even turn around and say 100.
Nope, 100.
He just
Is
called.
Ryan? He just calls. I'm disappointed in the just.
And look at
gotta
Tom.
give you a
I think Tom thinks he won.
Oh, you can come in, Brandon. I think
Oh,
there's
just-
only about 5 minutes left on the stream.
Oh,
Brandon is officially 2 hours late today.
There we go.
So if you guys see him sweeping tables or valeting, I don't know, cleaning up underneath
Valet,
the
I'll
tables,
valet.
if you're gonna, if there's valet this weekend at St. Andrews, it's because Brandon got demoted.
Hand of the tournament here?
No, we thought there were going to be a ton of action. I said you're going to clean turns,
Yeah, I
great
heard-
action,
I heard you.
and then the dude was like, "Oh, queen!" and then nothing
You gotta
happened.
keep
It was
playing
back in
Queen 8.
Ryan just called. We were very disappointed. I think you're gonna get the last. Yeah, the poster, folks. You guys will see it in the
There's
blog.
what,
So
like 110
you know what
floors?
Brandon's talking about. It's
50
that.
windows of floor.
Brandon just came in, sat down. He's moving the monitor.
Again.
Like, come on, bro. Like, don't just come in and be moving all our stuff, cutting out pads.
15.
Pat, are you in this hand yet? No.
I had 10 dudes.
Pat, you might have to come next week to do the brothers.
Yeah, ooh, that would be a
Do the
good one.
brothers commentating, so you guys can argue with each other because you know brothers
Might
argue.
have to. I'm off on Tuesday.
I think it's kind of great. Is that a 6-6 flop?
Yep. Who's Tom?
Tom is 4 seed.
5-6 queen.
Asian Tom.
Oh, Asians. I like Tom.
Oh, everyone give me
Moving on.
everyone give me $1.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we were playing Latin things.
Oh, nice. Which we talked about earlier, Brandon, but I still don't ever play that game. I'm the worst to play with it because I always make, like, stupid stuff. They're like, how many people do you think Wrigley Field holds? I'm like, 7. You know, like, eat it. I
Well,
don't want to play your stupid game.
Joe was the guy who was guessing.
I love to be the guesser. That's
Yeah.
And he was guessing everything we thought he would guess was like half lower. So we called him half Joe or
The winner of
Nice.
one half Joe or something.
1/2.
Now, is Brian going to be able to get away from this after he betted out
Yeah, I mean, he got 7.
Tom raised? I mean, it just screams 6, right? Any merit to calling here, trying to turn a 7 and really sticking it to the man?
No.
No? This is what I think. And this is why.
I mean, he could have a combo draw. Could have, there's a 5-6 queen flop, correct?
Well, everybody, thanks for watching.
That's it?
That's it. So, good
Hope you
job.
enjoyed my commentary.
Yeah,
guys.
thanks, Brandon. I don't know if you even said anything. But, yeah, thanks for watching. Thank you, Pat, for playing and commentating.
Yeah, for losing.
So,
no
catch us again next week. We're going to be back on Tuesday, and hopefully Brandon shows up slightly earlier. I might tell him 2 hours earlier than
Just 9 a.m.
Yeah, Spirit, 6 o'clock the next day. All right, everybody.